Krishika Rai was born in Japa, Nepal. She came to the US on June 7, 2017, with her family. She is 18 years old and a senior at Fargo South High. Krishika has 5 members in her family, including her. She speaks 3 languages: Nepali, Hindi, and English. Her favorite subjects are English, science, and mathematics. She hopes to go to college and become a nurse.
Learning experience. When I first heard about people going to America, I didn't think anything about it. I only understood what it really meant. When my mom's family and my best friend Karpana left me behind in Nepal, I was living in Belaim 3 refugee camp. The years Kalpana left our class, I was sad. At one point, I moved to a new school where I made a new best friend. Her name was Meena. Her house was Her name was Meena. Her house was kind of close to my house. We used to go to school together. We used to hang out a lot. Meena and I would go to the playground to watch people playing football, volleyball, and ping pong. We really did not play many games together because she was a shy girl. One day she did not come to school and I missed her that day. I thought about going to her house to find out if everything was fine with her or not. After school I went to her house and I saw her laying on the bed. She looked so weak and tired. I got so worried after seeing her. I hoped that she was just tired and she would be fine after resting for 2 or 3 days. But I soon found out that people believed that she was made sick by the witch. I was afraid to stay with her, so I decided to leave and go home. All of the sudden, she held my hand and called my name again and again. Krishika, malai chhodera najana, she said. I felt compassion for her, so I stayed with her. I stayed with her for more than 2 days, knowing how painful it was for her and how she was becoming weaker and weaker, made me cry. After a few weeks, she started to feel better. When she was in good condition, we went to the bridge that was made of wire and rope. The bridge was one that people walked on it. It will shake and swing, but it was fun to walk on it and play. Meena and I enjoyed many good times together. I was so happy that she fully recovered from her sickness. 4 years later, I decided that I wanted to go to US because some of my relatives were also there. The problem was that my dad's side of family did not want to go to America because they wanted to go back to Bhutan. In the end, my grandpa agreed to go to America because my dad's sister went to US and ended up calling and talking him into it. My dad and others agreed and our US immigration process started in 2016. Before I knew it, I was on a plane to my new home in America. I felt nothing because they gave me vomit medicine. So I slept the whole trip from Nepal to US. When we arrived in America, we get off the plane and my ear hurt. I saw a Nepali man at the airport. I asked my sister who it was, and she said it was our case manager. Our cousin came to get us at the airport. They brought us to a large building This building, this whole building just for our family? I asked. I thought the whole building would be just our to live in. No, it is for a lot of people. These are apartment, my cousin said with a laugh. A few days later, I missed my best friend so much that when I closed my eyes, I always had vision of her. We came during summer break, so I did not have any friends. I just stayed home with my family and my cousin. When I did not have friend, I used to miss my old best friend, and sometimes I cried thinking of her. I did not like to America at the time because back in Nepal I used to think I would get to stay in a place like I had to see in the movies, where a lot of people and you would make friends fast. In the summer, my cousin took us to travel to many places. I liked all places we went. I was so happy when I got to ride on a boat. My cousin went fishing. While we were on the boat, I was shocked to see the fish because they're big. When the summer break was finished, I had to go to school. At the school, I meet Dumber. Apart from Nepal, I also saw my cousin and Kalpana, my best friend. I feel so excited, but she did not talk to me. I feel sad when my sister Kripa and I went to the school for the first time. The counselor gave us a locker number. The counselor taught us how to unlock it, but only my sister remembered. I did not remember very well the next day when my I did not remember very well the next day when Kripa went to the hospital. I was alone at the school. I did not know how to open my locker. I saw Kalpana and she helped me open my locker. I feel so happy when she helped me. Then she stopped talking to me. It was so hard for me to speak English. I was struggling and nobody helped me. The only new people who were at my level were in class with me, but there were about 1,000 kids in the school. The kids in my class came years before me, and they did help me a little. I did not talk to Nepali people who knew English, and they also did not speak to me. I really don't know why, knowing that the Nepali kids did not want to help me or my sister, and that made me feel like not going to school. Finally, I started to make new friends, and I also meet a nice teacher named Mr. Damro. He was also from Nepal, and he was the assistant in the classes. He helped me a lot. One day I wear a traditional dress to school. I wear my sari and I did feel a little weird. Students looked at me because they are not used to seeing students wearing their cultural clothing. Many people asked questions, but they are nice. One day during lunch, I brought Nepali food for my lunch. Someone asked me if she could try my food. I gave some to her and she really liked it. She said it was spicy, but it was good. It was very hard to understand other students. I had difficulty speak English. Sometime when I speak English, I mix up my language. I did speaking and learning English much better. Thank you to my great teacher, cousin and friends. One summer I went to meet my grandparents from my mother's side. I had not seen them for almost 7 years. When I meet my grandparents, I got emotional and I cried. We stayed at their place for 1 week, and when we had to leave, it was so hard for me. It was so hard for me. I didn't want to leave them, but I had to because my school was starting. When I went back home, I started to practice driving. One day we decided to drive on the highway. When we entered the highway, there was a truck, and I was driving close to it. Since I thought that the truck was moving close to me, I felt my hand getting sweaty, and I was so scared it was going to bump into us. I turned my wheels and it hit the offline on the road. It sounds so dangerous. Eventually, I got better at driving, and I helped drive my mom and dad to work. I experienced a lot of change in my short life. It was not easy living somewhere that was completely new for me. Even though it was hard, it was great learning experience for me. It made me realize that I can do things. Even if they are difficult, I still miss my friend in Nepal, and I hope to go back someday. Thank you.